Hello and good evening or afternoon, depending on where you're at. I started my channel a couple weeks ago. I've had a lot of snags here and there with it. I took a really great ride yesterday with a group of ladies, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. And I'm looking forward to the next ride. Um, the problems that I'm coming across now is, of course, the cameras, both sets of cameras that I had to mount. I finally got the Bluetooth adapter for my GoPro. As you can see right here, it's got this little thing that connects the two of them together. Um, and I was actually able to connect it to my headset. And I tried doing a ride on Thursday, and it did work, and I was able to talk, but you couldn't hear me because I was muffled. And so originally I had my GoPro attached to my handlebars and the Acaso was attached to my helmet, and so I took and swapped the two. So now the GoPro is on my helmet and the Acaso is on my handlebars. And when I did that, I was able to hear myself in the helmet and actually talking. You can hear me a little bit better. I'm still kind of muffled, but the sound is a little bit better than it was when it was a little bit farther away. Yesterday on my ride, I tried connecting the camera and the Bluetooth connector or adapter together, and for whatever reason, I couldn't get it to connect. So I put the two videos up. Um, it's not the full video, of course, but I put two different videos up, and obviously you cannot hear me talking because I'm not connected to anything. Today, I'm actually trying to figure out how to do the flip-flopping, the rotation between the two cameras. I'm happy to go back and forth between what I'm doing and what my dad has sent to me on his thing, and I was going to show you guys that a little bit. And eventually, once I actually figure it out, maybe I'll be able to explain it more in depth. But for right now, this is kind of what I've been. So this is my version right here, where I'm trying to figure out how to connect the two. This right here is my GoPro one, the one that's on the helmet, as you can see right here. The top line here is the one that is on my handlebars now. If I come down here to this is my dad's version. If I hit play, he's literally talking me through it. And so I've been trying to play around with that some. As far as my Bluetooth goes, I've got the manual here, and maybe I can try and figure out why it's not, why you can't hear me. Maybe there's something else that I'm missing. If anybody has any suggestions or ideas, I'm more than happy to accept that. But right now, I'm really frustrated with this whole thing. I'm not going to quit. I'm not done with it. I'm going to keep trying to push forward and try to figure things out. I'm not sure what else I'm supposed to be doing, but I mean, I still enjoy the ride and I still like watching the videos. I just wish that I was able to actually talk to everybody and you could hear what's going on inside my head. And hopefully eventually it'll all work out. But for right now, this is kind of what I'm dealing with.
Alright, so let's play that and see what we've got.
Right here, my dad is taking the two views and he's trying to merge them together to where they run on time. And that's kind of where I stopped with mine. But I think I'm having to do mine a little bit backwards because he was talking about the view that you can see, and so the view that you can actually see here is the one on my handlebars, which is this top line here. So I had to move the GoPro over a little bit, and now I just have to find where the two sync in together, and I'm able to start there. I would actually like to get both of these where it's really rotating back and forth to where I can put that on there, and so you can actually see both views together as opposed to both views separately. All of this is going to take some time too, and maybe another trip to my dad's house. What it is that I'm doing wrong, not doing right. I have learned a little bit of tricks along the way, and I'm still trying to adjust that too. Like, where am I? Right here where it says fix, if I hit this, it gives me this line right here that says opacity. If I click on that, it comes down, and I can hit the eye right here to cancel it out, and then I can move this line back and forth, or I can leave the eye on and still move the line back and forth. And each time I do that throughout this loop right here, it will shift from one view to the other. It's all been a work in progress. I appreciate y'all's patience with this whole process. I appreciate all the feedback, the positive feedback that you're giving me. I appreciate even some of the negative feedback. Very few, but I appreciate that as well. Once I actually get this up and going, I can actually give you a little bit more of a tutorial as to how I got to where I got. Right now, this is the process I'm in, having to flip-flop between my videos, my dad's videos, and try to blend the two together. And also the Bluetooth. I'm getting a lot of static in one of my earpieces. I don't know if that's the reason why I can't hear myself. Maybe I have a bad adapter and I have to get a new one or something. Who knows? It'll all come together eventually. But I'm going to end right now. I thank you guys for watching, and I appreciate you being here with me.